Hey people, welcome to Travelling Weasels TV. Welcome to another beautiful day in Italy. Yesterday I spent a lot of time writing a post about top things to do in Bangkok and gave lots of little bits of advice, and it's a really long post and I really enjoyed writing it, and I thought you guys might want to know what are the top things to do in Bangkok. So the video today is all about top things to do in Bangkok, and if you want to check out the post, it's in the description below. Okay, so first up we're going to tell you our favourite things to do in Bangkok, things that you really shouldn't miss if you're anything like us and have similar tastes. No pressure. So first of all, one of the things we love doing in Bangkok is visiting the temples. Anything in Bangkok that's called Wat something is a temple, because Wat basically means temple in Thai. So Wat Pho is the famous one with the big golden Buddha from that was in The Beach, the film The Beach. Wat Arun is the famous one that's near the river, and it's kind of like a pyramid. Our absolute favourite temple was Wat Saket, which is the Golden Mount, and it's basically this beautiful golden mountain on top of a high hill, and you can see for miles, you can see almost the whole of Bangkok. It's really beautiful, and it's not one of the as famous ones, so it's not as crowded, and we really enjoyed our day there. Basically there are over 400 temples in Bangkok, so you can't really miss one. Okay, next up we would recommend that you eat a lot of street food. I mean, Bangkok has some amazing restaurants, some really expensive restaurants, which we also recommend, but just don't leave Bangkok without trying some really cheap, really greasy kind of like pad thais and soy noodles and egg fried rice. One thing we really recommend in order not to get sick is to try looking for where the street food's like washing up is. So for example, we'll find a place that we like the look of, and then we'll look around the area and find the washing up bowl. These are generally on the ground, and there is a real kind of variance in the washing up bowls. Some of them will be really skanky and like flies and just look disgusting, and some of them will have clean water and bubbles and clean plates. And we personally think that if the washing up's kind of clean, then you can assume the food and everything else is kind of clean. So we use that as a good rule of thumb not to get sick in Thailand. Top tip there. Alright, next up, we do actually recommend that you go to Khao San Road. Now you'll get some tourists or backpackers who absolutely love it and will spend 24/7 there and will happily spend, weeks there. And then you'll get other backpackers or tourists or bloggers or whatever who absolutely hate it, and they say it's overrated and it's kind of like Times Square, it's really touristy, it's not authentic. We only went there once, just for an evening, and we really enjoyed it, but we were glad we weren't staying there. We were glad we didn't spend longer than an evening there. It is very touristy, but kind of in a good way. Like, you can pick up tops like this for really cheap, and lots of touristy kind of souvenirs, which we love. The food was actually surprisingly cheap there. You can get pad thai for maybe 50 baht, and they could have easily made it more expensive there, so that was great. You will get people coming up to you, and if they go like this to you, which I can't do, wait, then just say no, because they're asking if you want to go and see a sex show. So As to whether it's authentic, we kind of say that the jury's out on that one. I mean, I would say that it's where the kind of bad parts of the East meet the bad parts of the West, and they kind of clash, and it's definitely a side of Thailand. Whether it's authentic or not is up to you. Go and have a look, see what you think, and get me a t-shirt. Next up would be shopping. Bangkok is absolutely perfect for shopping. You can get pretty much anything you want, ranging from really cheap market kind of bargaining type shopping all the way up to really high-end designer stuff. So whatever you're in the market for, you can definitely find in Bangkok. They have floating markets, they have flower markets, they have fruit and veg markets. It's all really exciting, really fun. Some are more authentic, some are less authentic. One of the things we really loved doing in Bangkok was going on a canal tour. We went on a traditional Thai longtail boat. It took us through all the canals, and Bangkok used to be all about the canals until all the kind of skyscrapers and rooftop bars came in. So this is a great way to see what life was like, back in the day. We also saw a traditional Thai puppet show when we were there, which was kind of cool. I personally, I don't really like puppets. They kind of scare me after I saw that film. What was it? The Conjuring. I don't like puppets, but even I could appreciate that these puppets were really beautifully decorated. The puppeteers were really skilled, like they all moved at the same time, and that was definitely cool to see. So my last thing that I recommend that you do in Bangkok would be to go flowboarding, and actually I'm gonna ask my beautiful assistant for some assistance here to tell us what flowboarding is and why you should do it.
So you can actually try flowboarding right in the center of Bangkok at a place called the Flow House, Bangkok. It's quite easy to find actually. You can have a look at it on Google Maps or whatever, and once you're there you can go flowboarding for various lengths of time. You can check all that out on the website. I would definitely recommend flowboarding if you're into skateboarding, or if you're into surfing, or if you tried wakeboarding or any kind of board sport. And there's actually a great cafe right there as well, so if you bring your girlfriend or whatever, or your mates,
or your boyfriend,
they can sit there and enjoy the show.
But what actually is flowboarding?
Well, flowboarding is basically indoor surfing. So the wave is created by an upstream of water that gets pumped by a machine, and you then surf on it with a sort of surfboard that is much smaller than a normal surfboard, though it's almost the size of a skateboard. So it's really like skateboarding on water.
Okay people, thank you so much for watching. We absolutely loved Bangkok. It's one of our absolute favourite cities in the entire world. We really hope you enjoy it too. We really hope these tips have been useful. Comment below if you've been to Bangkok and tell us your tips for other people. What was your favourite things to do in Bangkok? If you haven't yet been to Bangkok, give us a comment with any questions you might have, you know, or any queries. Queries are the same as questions. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Sawadee ka. Give us a like, subscribe, and watch the rest of our Bangkok videos.